In this video I demonstrate 3 different variations of arm swings, so to say the basic of arm swings that I do in my training. In this first exercise I swing my arms back and forth, but the interesting part here is usually not the arm swings itself, but the whole body movement behind the arm swings. So you fold from your hips, doing a nice hip hinge, and use the rebound to propel your arms up over your head. You can imagine that your arm is attached to your torso with a thick rubber band, and that you extend this rubber band and you can pull it back and create strength through it. If you take a look at the movement from the side, the hip hinge becomes more obvious. Also note that the front of my shoulders are in the same line as the front of my knees. Now I bend my legs and I rebound to bring my hands up in front of me while extending my spine, lengthening the spine. These exercises are great to understand the connection between your body movement and how the force travels through your shoulders and into your arms. The second version is the side swings. Again, it's a swing that I do with my arm, but important here is that the force of my swing is actually pulling my spine sideways into a sideways lengthening. Again, I imagine rubber bands being attached to my arm and my torso, and while I swing upwards, I also can feel the extension and the lengthening of my ribs and how they open while I swing sideways. Your eyes follow your hand upwards and you stretch the whole rib area while swinging your arm upwards. Keep the lengthening of your spine active. You want a really long, elongated spine, and you want to stretch sideways, opening the area of your ribs. When you take a look at the exercise from the side, you see that I really follow the line and I don't rotate at the same time. This becomes a whole different movement, and I want the side stretch this direction. So I swing and open the ribs. I swing and open, no rotation here. And I usually do all of those exercises for at least 20 repetitions on each side. And it's a great warm-up before you, for example, continue with Tiangan exercises, where you load the same structures and where you load the same lines of force, but in a very different way. So the third variation are rotational arm swings. Note that I go from down, below, upwards, and I rotate my body while lengthening my spine. Keep it a connected whole body movement. With this I mean that I don't extend my arm out of a position or out of good position from my shoulder, but I keep it attached to my torso, and the whole torso rotates to the side. The opposite would be that I would overextend my arm, and this would break the line of force. So I'm not looking for this. I want to keep my arm strong and attached to my torso, and then use the force of my whole body to rotate upwards and sideways. Again, imagining rubber bands being attached from my arm to my torso, so I can create momentum and explosive force. Same movement on the other side. Spinal rotation connected with spinal lengthening and a strong connection between my arm and my torso. Same movement from the side. Again, you see I rotate my upper body, but I do not overextend my shoulder. It stays connected, powerful. again. 20 reps each side is a very good warm-up.